the out-breath. Isn't it wonderful? So we've had a bit of dinner together, a few people celebrating a birthday because the restrictions in our area have backed off, and enjoying each other's company again. And I've got some glasses that apparently make me look like out of the Matrix. So it's got me thinking about the Matrix a little bit, and because it was one of the movie I'm talking about now. It's an older movie if you don't know it, but it's an incredible movie written by very advanced writers, really switched on, really know their stuff. And they Hollywoodized it, but what people don't realize from what I see is that what they're referring to in the Matrix, if you were to break it all down very simply, they're calling the Matrix the mind. The thinking mind that dreams of futures and pasts, the dreaming mind of anything but now. And your Morpheuses and your Neo and the people that had transcended the Matrix, escaped from it, were silent, was what the metaphor is. They were quiet. They were still inside. They were enlightened. They'd found something within their system that was very powerful. So it's that simple. The whole movie's pointing at the folly of mind, how crazy the mind is, and it sets up network after network, reference point after reference point that interweaves and interweaves and interweaves and interweaves, and we start believing we're an identity, a persona, a mask, and mask after mask after mask, depending on what to match the outer, family, friends, bosses, etc., etc. And we forget what we are. What we are doesn't move. It never has moved. It has no time. It's still. We could call it awareness. I think Ram Dass used to call it loving awareness. So in this awareness, if you reside there, you'll discover deep love. So at first it's awareness, then it becomes loving awareness over time. Because the fabric of one of the things I used to say was, love's the fabric this is all painted on. So even in suffering and unhappiness, there's love. There's always love. So the matrix of the mind is us just leaving present moment awareness, the heart, the stillness, silence, of which is what we are, and heading into dreams. And we dream new realities that aren't real. We dream layer upon layer of existence, and then another person comes along and interlays their dream with your dream, and conversations and stories and dramas start to manifest. And reality gets lost, and suffering follows. When reality is lost, suffering is the price. So when you see the scene in the Matrix, those that know it, they're on the sidewalk and he's stopping time and they're just looking at everybody in their suits running through 9 to 5 in a busy city. It's just people lost in their dreams of futures and pasts and aspirations and hierarchical pyramids they're trying to climb to be somebody and to be better. And of course, feeding children, all that sort of thing too. They're pointing at the noise, the noisiness of the mind, the illusion of mind, and what it creates. So if you haven't watched it, or you haven't watched it in a while, I highly recommend it, because only somebody that really knows their stuff could put that together in the way they have. And a lot of the scenes in it are really, really accurate of the seeings you have as you get deeper and deeper into this path. Hollywoodized, but some of them are really profound. And you won't really know it until you've seen it and you've been there yourself, as you're dropping through the layers of falseness back to what the Buddha called emptiness, the vastness, oneness. So anyway, It's written on their meditation somewhere, so I guess we should be quiet now, or I should be quiet now and let you guys find some space. I just wanted to have a quick talk about that. So just coming back to your breath, breathing into your lungs, and noticing the breath. Notice the air moving, and back out again. If you know Kundalini breath, which is in one of my first live streams, you can check that out. Go there. We won't rehash it all now. I mean, go there later, but now just follow your breath if you don't know it, back and forth. And notice the let go in the out breath. Notice allow it to be a let go. And realize that you can have tens of thousands of let goes every day if you can just let your out breath be a peaceful relaxation. And you can be doing anything. Meditation doesn't have time in it. Just be present with what is. Now is not in time. Now is now. Future and past are in time and their imagination. Which means time-space is ultimately imagination. But this is something you can see if you keep practicing. You don't have to believe me, practice and see. Letting go of thoughts. Relaxing the body in the out breath. Let all the tension come out with your breath. Let the thoughts go. Let the mind go. Let the matrix go. See what's behind it. Ignore irrational fears.